Yesterday, Hezbollah joined Iran and launched missiles and drones toward Israel, openly declaring they were avenging the deaths of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. It showed the Iranian terror regime over the people of Lebanon. It opened fire on Israeli civilians. Israel responded with precise strikes on Hezbollah military targets, command centers, weapons storage sites, and senior operatives. We expect the Lebanese government to restrain Hezbollah, take control, act now to prevent further escalation. To those who choose terror against Israel, understand this: we will find you, we will hunt you down, and we will eliminate you. Just look at our record. Yahya Sinwar from Hamas, eliminated. Hassan Nasrallah, the leader of Hezbollah, eliminated. Abu Hamza Rami, the commander of the Palestinian Islamic Jihad in Lebanon, only yesterday, eliminated. And at the very top, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the regime's supreme leader, eliminated. Let's talk about North Korea for a moment. Very similar process happened. IAEA, inspectors, and one morning we woke up and they declared that they have nuclear capability. President Trump decided, and we should admire his decision, not to allow Iran to become North Korea. To announce one morning, that's it. Yesterday, Hezbollah joined Iran and launched missiles and drones toward Israel, openly declaring they were avenging the deaths of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. It showed the Iranian terror regime over the people of Lebanon. It opened fire on Israeli civilians. Israel responded with precise strikes on Hezbollah military targets, command centers, weapons storage sites, and senior operatives. More than a year has passed since the UN Security Council reaffirmed Resolution 1701. That resolution is very clear. Hezbollah must disarm and withdraw from southern Lebanon. More than a year later, it has done exactly the opposite. It has rebuilt, rearmed, and today we see them in the south of the Litani River. They should not be there. It's very clear. Its leaders openly say they will never disarm. So let there be no confusion. Rockets pointed at Israeli homes will not remain there. Terror on the border will not be allowed to stand. We will act decisively and we will finish the job. To the government of Lebanon, Prime Minister Nawaf Salam has said Hezbollah must disarm. He is absolutely right. But statements do not dismantle rockets. We all know declarations do not stop terror. Only action does. We expect the Lebanese government to restrain Hezbollah, take control, act now to prevent further escalation. To those who choose terror against Israel, understand this: we will find you, we will hunt you down, and we will eliminate you. Just look at our record. Yahya Sinwar from Hamas, eliminated. Hassan Nasrallah, the leader of Hezbollah, eliminated. Abu Hamza Rami, the commander of the Palestinian Islamic Jihad in Lebanon, only yesterday, eliminated. And at the very top, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the regime's supreme leader, eliminated. Earlier today, the IDF issued a direct message to any Iranian regime representatives still in Lebanon: leave within 24 hours. There will be no safe place for you. Yesterday, the Iranian regime representative, Mr. Iravani, stood here before you and accused Israel and the United States of aggression. He spoke of lies and fabrications. He claimed Iran's nuclear program is exclusively peaceful. Can you believe it? So let me ask you directly, Mr. Iravani, if it is peaceful, why suspend IAEA monitoring? Why enrich uranium to levels far beyond civilian energy requires? Why build facilities deep underground? Peaceful programs do not hide. Peaceful programs do not pair enrichment with advanced ballistic missiles. Mr. Iravani, you had diplomatic options. You rejected them all. Mr. Iravani accuses Israel of aggression, but it is his regime that has struck a neighborhood in Bet Shemesh, killing 9 people, including 3 siblings. Israel, on the other hand, strikes military targets, command centers, missile launchers. His regime strikes innocent civilians, and that is the difference. We regret the loss of life of any civilian. Look what they are doing now, all across the region. No nation chooses this lightly, but there are moments in history when failing to act costs far more than acting. This is one of those moments. We are paying a high cost, but the threat does not stop at Israel. Look at this map. Look at the reach of their aggression. Hundreds of missiles and drones every day. Missiles launched toward the UAE, Bahrain, Oman, and many other countries. At least a dozen UN member states have been targeted, including Cyprus, a European country. This is not strategy. It is desperation. It is a regime lashing out like a rabid animal, dangerous to everyone around it. Now imagine for a moment that the same regime with nuclear warheads assembled onto those ballistic missiles. Imagine the danger not only to Israel, but to the entire world. That is why we acted. Every hour that passes, we further degrade their missile capabilities. So to the people in the region and to the people in Israel, we tell them, be patient. Give us some more time. It will not continue forever. We are committed to our objectives: no nuclear weapon, no missile threat, no terror infrastructure left standing. Thank you.
Thank you. It's Pamela. Thank you, Ambassador. It's Pamela Falk from U.S. News and World Report. How does Israel see a path forward in Iran for a regime change that does not favor the advancement of its nuclear program? How will that happen?
We have hopes for the future. We believe the people of Iran deserve a better future, a different leadership. Iran is a beautiful, strong country, but the regime took over 47 years ago and made it a hub for terror. So I think it can happen. I think now we still have to continue. We attack many targets in Iran, joint operation with the US, and we thank the leadership of President Trump for doing that and taking the lead. And we will enable the people to move forward. So we will create the conditions for the Iranian people to build a better future.
Does Israel have people on the ground?
Well, I will not go into details, but we have followed very carefully what's happening in Iran. And we know it's not only Israel or the US or the West. There are millions of Iranian people, loyal, who want to see change.
Thank you.
Ambassador, do you think that now that those Gulf countries are on the same side as Israel is in being attacked by Iran, do you think that that will push them further towards joining the Abraham Accord, more formalizing relations with Israel, etc.?
I think in the long term, now we are in a war. And I see what's happening today in the UAE, and I have many friends, and I spoke with them in Bahrain, in many other countries. Now they are focused in defending their people. But I think in the future, after we will accomplish the mission, I think there will be an opening for advancing the Abraham Accords. I'm optimistic about it, Benny.
Thank you, Ambassador. My name is Sina Tunçdemir from the Amargi. According to claims and some news reports, the US and Israel have called on Kurdish forces to launch a ground operation against Iran. I wonder if you have any information or can you confirm that? Thank you.
I will not go into those details, but I can tell you that there are a lot of brave people in Iran that live there, that deserve a better future. They were oppressed for generations, and now they have a chance. They have a chance, and they should grab this chance. It's one in a lifetime for them to lead a change. Edith? Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador. How does Israel feel about reports that the United States is potentially in talks with Iran's president to stay in power? Would Israel support that? You just talked about hoping that the Iranian people will rise up and change the regime.
Well, I'm not familiar with those kind of reports. You know, we got rid of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, so he's not among us anymore. We got rid of the leadership, and we'll continue to target the leadership of the regime. And I think there will be an opening. I cannot tell you when, but there will be an opening. We all know that at the end of the war, diplomacy will come into action. And then we're going to have to speak about the future of Iran, the mechanism to ensure that it's not becoming a terror state all over again. And I think it will come, but not yet.
Could I follow that up? Would the President Pezeshkian be a possible future leader? And another, on a similar topic, the war is now spread into the Gulf region. Did the United States and Israel underestimate the military ability to retaliate, their U.S. and Israeli intelligence?
So first, regarding your first question, it's not up to us to decide who will lead Iran in the future. It's up to the Iranian people to decide and to elect their leadership. We knew it's not going to be an easy war. You know, we are aware of the abilities of the Iranian regime. You know, they spent billions of dollars on the infrastructure of terror, and we knew it's going to be a serious operation. It's not going to be over in 1 day or 1 week, but it will not last forever. We have superiority. Today we have control almost over all the airspace of Iran, and I'm sure we will be able to show that superiority in the next few days.
Mr. Ambassador, this is Nama Abdullah with Huda Media Network. Can you give us an assessment of Iran's military capability now, and for how many more days will they be able to attack neighboring countries, and will they be able to fire missiles, for example?
So I think what we will see, that we were able to degrade their capabilities. You know, it's going to be harder for them to launch missiles, but we have to realize that they're prepared for that. You know, they put the launchers underground, in caves, in secret locations. So they prepared for this operation. So it's not going to be overnight, but I think it will be gradual. And today, when we have air superiority, you know, they know that we look and we see what's happening on the ground. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Ambassador. Chris Reyes with CBC News. President Trump said at the Oval Office this afternoon that it was his belief that Iran was going to attack first if the U.S. and Israel did not attack on Saturday. Do you have any information to substantiate that?
Well, first, we believe the Iranians. When they say that they will attack Israel and will use their power to destroy our nation, we took it very seriously. And I think President Trump took the right decision, not taking any chances, and not getting to the point of no return. Because let's talk about North Korea for a moment. Very similar process happened. IAEA, inspectors, and one morning we woke up and they declared that they have nuclear capability. President Trump decided, and we should admire his decision, not to allow Iran to become North Korea. To announce one morning, that's it. We have nuclear capabilities, and we can assemble it on ballistic missiles. And I think he knew the time is of an essence, and he took the right decision. Thank you very much.